All right, 3 tips for finding your new 3PL best friend. Number 1, product knowledge. Do they understand your product? There are 3PLs out there that specialize in board games, dog food, apparel, all kinds of different 3PLs, big and bulky things. So make sure that whichever 3PL that you choose understands your product, because your product is special and it is going to have special handling requirements, and you want someone who understands those handling requirements already and they're not having to figure them out with you, because if that's the case, then all of a sudden your customers are guinea pigs. Number 2, culture fit. Do they really understand what it's going to take to make you happy as a customer? There are several different ways you can go about making sure that the culture fit is there. One I suggest is going to 16personalities.com and having your leadership team that's going to be interacting with your 3PL take that test and understand what their personalities are. Then have the members of the 3PL that are going to be handling your customer service and your onboarding and your contacts at that 3PL, have them also take that test and see how things jive, because there's a lot of different places where communication can really get painful if you're dealing with a 3PL and it's not a good culture fit. Number 1 is, of course, urgency. If you have a different urgency and your people have a different urgency than the 3PL does, there's going to be pain there constantly. But the second one is feedback, right? So if they are an extension of your business, you're going to need them to constantly be improving, and you're going to need them to constantly be thinking about how can things be better. And you're going to have to be able to talk to them about things that aren't working the way that you want them to. So are they going to be able to manage listening to your feedback? And there are definitely certain personalities who are better than that at others. And there are also people who are, great at providing input, but they're terrible when it comes to providing output. And so making sure that you have the right people from a culture fit is going to be probably the most important piece of this whole puzzle for you, even more so than whether they have a product knowledge. And then the third thing, of course, and I say of course, but maybe it's not that obvious, where are your customers located? You should have your 3PL close to your customers. A lot of companies are based in California, are working with 3PLs in California because the drayage is less expensive there, but then they're having to truck every single e-com order, to the East Coast. And does that really make sense? That means that, it's going to be 5 or 6 days of time in transit at that point if you're coming from California. If you go ahead and just bite the bullet and bring the goods to the East Coast, all of a sudden you've got 2-day ground shipping to 70% of the population. And that gives you extra time if there's an issue with an order. It gives you a lot more flexibility. So those are my 3 big tips. Number 1, product knowledge. Number 2, culture fit. And number 3, location. Hope these help. Look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.